So Deontay Wilder says he got to get his killer instinct back and that he is too at peace. Now we know people become mellow over time, even those who beat people up for a living. When he first stomped onto the scene, Deontay Wilder was a ruthless dictator, one that took no prisoners. After decapitating his competition, the Alabama star was eventually crowned the heavyweight WBC champion of the world. There was a long list of challengers waiting on him, but Deontay Wilder knocked them down one by one as they continued to fall at his feet. The recognition of one being the hardest hitting fighters in history and one of the best fighters around came effortlessly. However, while his praises were being sung constantly, Deontay Wilder may have allowed those kind words to bring his guard down. What up? What's going on, y'all? Much love, peace, and blessings. This your boy, Get a Mic. Really appreciate everybody for clicking into the video. And I want to talk today about Deontay Wilder and the fact that he says that he's losing his killer instinct and that he feel like he is too at peace. And, you know, one of those things that I want to think about, I'm pretty sure a lot of other YouTube channels was talking about this as well, is that Deontay Wilder, you know, got into the sport of boxing, you know, to make money. He got into the sport of boxing to support his daughter, support his family. And man, if he hasn't, you know, overachieved and made as much money as he can possibly make so far, he's actually accomplished the goal that he's set out to accomplish when he first started this journey. And that's to make a living, make a good amount of money, you know, become famous, move around the world, travel. And I think Deontay Wilder, for the most part, has accomplished that, right? So now the sport of boxing is one of those situations where you can't let your guard down in this sport. You can't get at peace to the point where you too comfortable and you're not vicious as you once were. It's not like Deontay Wilder's fighting style was the type of fighter to move around, you know, very good defense, you know, like an Erislandy Lara, Floyd Mayweather, those types of guys. He's not that type of a fighter. He was always the type of fighter to get in there, intimidate his opponents, and pretty much hit you with a big 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Get in there, just be extremely, you know, intimidating and just overwhelm his opponents and hit them with punches that'll put them to sleep. And that's basically where Deontay Wilder, you know, was with that. But now, you know, as you move up the ranks in boxing and you start to get in there with some better opponents, you know, that same tactic is not going to work. You know, now you have to rely on boxing skill. You have to rely on muscle memory. You have to rely on good trainers, a good team behind you. There has to be a whole lot to go into this thing. And if your mind and your heart is not in the right place to be the best fighter there is, and, you know, to come out here and decapitate people, and you love what you do for a living, you're going to have this type of situation happen where you start to fall off, man, because, you know, what got you there is not what's going to keep you there. You know what I'm saying? Based on the fact that, you know, once you make a lot of money and you get comfortable, you don't have that same killer instinct no more. That's just the way it go. So, in my personal opinion, you know, will he get his killer instinct back? You know, I really don't think so. And the reason why I say that is for two reasons. Is one, like we just talked about, because once you get money and you start, you know, living that life, you get comfortable. You know, you don't have to struggle no more. You don't have to worry about how your bills getting paid. You don't have to worry about, you know, what you're going to eat. You don't have to worry about if your car break down. Those type of things you don't have to think about no more once you make a lot of money. And you know, once you set up for life and you're doing well with yourself and you're taking care of your family, you're doing well, man. It's a good feeling. You know, you start looking at other things that make you happy in life. You start looking for ways to find peace in a world where there's almost no peace. And not only that, but the other reason is that Deontay Wilder is 38 years old, which, you know, that's not actually old, but in the world of sports, you know what I'm saying, that's not typically when you're at your most athletic and your strongest. You know, You know, most of the time you're at your best when you're in your early 20s, you know, mid 20s and things of that nature is when you're going to be at the best. And, you know, being that he's 38 years old, I'm pretty sure he wants to take his time and enjoy his life now. You know what I'm saying? Not so much be out here, but, you know, not be out here, you know, grinding in these gruesome camps and working out hard, getting up at 3 a.m., going on long runs, you know, getting in the gym, sweating, sparring 12, 13, 14 rounds. This is not the type of thing you want to do once you get up of age. He's a father as well. Pretty sure he has a lot of people that, you know, depend on him, a lot of family and stuff that, you know, he want to spend time with. So it's not one of them situations where you could just be out here still grinding like you at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like things is just going to be extremely tough because that's not necessarily, you know, how it is right now for him. So, you know, in, you know, the age thing, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you can get that killer instinct back, man, once you go into that level of peace. You know, there's no way for you to really get hungry again like that once you know, all fed. But, you know, it is what it is. He says he doesn't want to retire at this point. You know, he feels like he got to get his killer instinct back. So, you know, he just got his butt whooped, you know, by Joseph Parker, and it didn't look good. The fans were not happy. You know, Wilder's fans was not happy. So it's just one of them situations where I'm not really sure where he goes from here. You know, probably one of them things where he got to step away, you know, maybe retire for a bit, you know, see, you know, what it's like to not be in the spotlight no more, you know what I'm saying, and miss the fighting game to the point where it's like you don't want to, you know, see yourself fall off. You got to get that hunger back. You know what I mean? It has to be something that happens with Deontay Wilder in order to spark him to get back in there knocking folks out again, you know? I don't know if it's, you know, the fans saying that he's not good no more. He has to find some sort of motivation, you know, to get back in there to be at his best, man, because right now he doesn't look at all like he's in there, you know, at the top of his game. So, you know, can he get his killer instinct back? I'm not so sure. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna tell me down in the comment section how y'all feel about it. Let me know, do you think it's just that his skill set was never there? Do you think now that he's made a lot of money and he's finessed the sport, he's overachieved and he's gotten way more than he was supposed to get, and now, you know, the chickens have come home to roost and now it's catching up to him? A lot of these heavyweight boxers that been in the game since they were kids and they take the sport extremely serious and they've been doing this for a while and now they're starting to catch up to them, man. But y'all let me know down in the comment section. Like I said, I really appreciate everybody for checking into the video. Really appreciate it. Smash the like button on the way out. If you're new, you can subscribe. I invite you. And I'll be back with much more content hopefully here shortly. Peace out, y'all.